Jason Donovan.
No, I wouldn't want Jason.
It's not. I don't like his voice.
No.
Or Philip Schofield. Don't like his singing voice.
Andy Peters.
I haven't heard him sing.
No, but I wouldn't want him round. I wouldn't want him round.
Really? Why?
No, I don't know. It's just something about him.
Yeah.
Wouldn't want him there.
Anyway, we've got some Skunk Anansi coming up.
Larry Grayson's welcome.
So, and I'll tell you what else, it was Village People.
Oh,
I love them.
Bring the four of them round.
YMC, 4 of them. What one do you want to leave out? There was 5 of them.
No, there wasn't.
There was 5 of them.
There was 4.
There were 5 Village People.
4 village. Everyone knows there's 4 Village People.
Really?
All right. Wait a minute. So there's a fire. No, hang on. There's a road cop.
Yeah.
There's a Red Indian, obviously.
Obviously, yeah.
There's a construction worker. And there's something else. There's something. A chef? No. A
chef?
A candlestick maker.
Oh, that's great, isn't it? Yeah. A tailor. At the back with those little half-moon glasses. YMCA. Do a little bit of sewing.
Who was it? Hang on. Wait a minute. There was fire chief.
What are you on about? Is there a fire chief?
No, not a fire chief. There was a police.
Oh yeah,
play the record.
The black guy was a road cop, traffic cop.
There was a policeman.
There was a Red Indian, obviously.
Obviously.
Native American.
Yeah, there was a construction worker.
Yeah, the moustache. Cowboy.
Was there?
Yeah, of course there was a cowboy.
Was there?
Yeah.
Well, who was the 5th one then?
I don't know if there was. I might have made that up. Maybe I just dreamt of one. I thought of maybe a bloke dressed up as Judy Garland. Steve singing along there to Baby Bird, which is ironic because when you sing, when you're putting your head back and your mouth open, you look like a baby bird.
Do I?
Yeah, because the long neck and that sort of goiter thing you've got look like a sort of like a fledgling pelican.
And the worms, of course, hanging from my
Yeah, but it's ironic as well because you're like a Lizoidian as well. You're
Is that a real word? Because you're a Lizoidian. Oh, right, of course. Yeah.
Don't, because I sometimes forget that they're not real words.
You sometimes forget that your language comes from the voices inside your head.
No, listen.
I use my own language. They tell me what to say and I say it.
No, listen. You're sort of like a little bird-like Lizoidian thing, right? Which is like the Archaeopteryx. Like the link between this sort of lizard man going flight.
Oh, goodness me.
They've kicked in again. They've kicked in early.
Oh.
They're not meant to start for about an hour.
What, the voices?
No, the tablets. Right, go on.
What should people put on their cassette tape compilation inlay card?
It's illegal.
They're not allowed to do.
It's illegal.
I agree they're not allowed to do that.
Right.
But I was offered, you'd asked me to tell them what they should put down, right?
Yeah.
I'm telling you, the track we played was recorded by R.E.M.
Yes,
right?
it was.
Not Cleek. So
No,
don't
that's
write
right.
Cleek down.
No, write R.E.M. down.
Exactly.
How are you spelling that?
That's correct.
How are you spelling that?
That's capital R, capital E, capital M.
Right.
And you want to put down the name of the track as recorded by R.E.M.
Yeah.
They've called it Superwoman, right? I don't care if it's really called Superman in the world of the Cleek.
Oh, no, I'll stop you there.
In the world of the Cleek, it might be.
You don't care if it's really... Well, we have this argument. You do care, or you wouldn't be arguing.
No.
You do care. No.
No, you're saying I'm wrong.
You are.
I'm not wrong.
It's called Superman.
Only by the Cleek it's called Superman.
No.
By R.E.M. it's called Superwoman.
No, they can't. No,
They can do what they want.
Sometimes they call it Superman. Make your mind up, at least.
They call it Superwoman.
Are you sure they're called R.E.M.? Or have they changed that?
They call it Superwoman, you tosser.
How are you spelling that?
That's SUPER.AN. You idiot, you fat imbecile. It's Friday night. You'll love this. I went to a party. Got invited to a party, a genuine...
Oh, no, that was an afterthought. You said I went to a party, then you suddenly went, I got invited to a party.
What?
Did you get invited to it, or did you just go to it?
I got invited to a party. I went to a party.
Okay. Well, which is it?
I was at a party on Friday night.
Okay, right, okay.
And it was people I know. It was up in North London. I live in South. Not that that's particularly important. And what I'm saying is I left my...
Yeah, you weren't in your... What you were saying is you weren't where you pay rent.
Exactly.
No.
So I got there, and there's a few people there I didn't really know, and I got introduced to this girl, Christine. Right, and I'll be honest with you, I don't know if anything might have happened. Do you know what I mean? It could. Do you know what I mean? All I'm saying is we were getting on well. Things were happening. All right, we were having a chat.
Okay.
All like, hey, Gervais, you're interested already?
Yeah.
Anyway, she wanted a packet of fags, right? And a few other people wanted a little bit of grub or whatever because it was late night. It's about 1 in the morning.
God, when you say she worked at Vags, did she say, "Oh, I'd love to talk to you all night, but I've got to go and get these cigarettes"?
No.
Go on. Sorry, I won't interrupt again.
We were going on well, and she said, "Yeah, packet fags." So I went over. There was the guy told me who runs the party or had the party. He said there's a sort of 24-hour little sort of 24-hour supermarket thing.
You went for it, did you?
What?
You went for it, did you?
I went on her behalf, right, to the supermarket place. One of those little sort of 24-hour 7-Eleven places.
Yeah, I'll get the picture.
So I go there, and I'm going to buy the fags, and people want a few sausage rolls and all sorts of stuff. So I'm there, and I've got all my stuff, right, and it's quite late, but there's two blokes in the place, and I don't know whether I think they were from Italy, but I can't be certain. But anyway, they caused a bit of a ruckus because they were after some ciabattas. They were saying, "I want 2 ciabattas. I want to." Don't know if that's
no. I'd say that was sort of like Kenyan.
Right. Okay. But anyway.
Okay.
They were. Yeah. Anyways, they were 2 ciabattas, and they were causing a bit of a rumpus. They were saying, "Not those. No. How much are they? How much are those a pound? Oh, we're talking about pound. I don't want. No, I'm not paying for those. I love those." So anyway, they got their ciabattas.
Turkish, maybe.
They went up to the counter, and the fellow who was next to me in the queue, he'd put down a jar of coffee. Right. Oh, yeah. So anyway, the fella said, ciabattas, the pound for the ciabattas. And they're 2 of them, they're brothers. And he puts the ciabattas in the carrier bag, and he picks up the coffee as well, secretes that in the bag, right, walks out.
What, the Italian bloke?
Yeah.
Drinking someone else's coffee?
He stole someone's coffee, right, there in plain view. So he gets outside, and the shopkeeper says, whoa, wait a minute, come back in, mate. Whoa, you picked up this fella's coffee. What? What are you accusing me of? What are you saying? What are you accusing me of? You say I'm stealing? Well, no.
Definitely Turkish. Probably works in a prison. Yeah.
You're stealing? What, you accusing me of stealing? You accusing me? Yeah. And the fellow said, well, and he says, look in the bag, ciabattas. Where the coffee? I'll be honest with you, he'd hidden it outside. He'd already got rid of it. It was smooth. Right, so anyway, now he's getting a bit violent. No ciabattas. Well, I buy the ciabattas. They're not very nice ciabattas. I eat them, they're not nice. You accuse me of stealing coffee or he's pushing things off the counter. He's throwing the ciabattas everywhere.
Really?
And it's terrible. And
is he smashing plates?
He wasn't smashing plates.
I'm just getting a hint from the accent. Go on, sorry.
Right, yeah. So anyway, he's accused. You accuse me, and it looks like it's going to be a fight, Gervais, I'll be honest with you. I'm nervous, right, because I'm stood next to him in the queue. Yeah. I'm thinking any minute he's going to turn around. What are you looking at, fish monster?
Yeah, they've sent you out because they thought you wouldn't get attacked.
Exactly.
And, how ironic.
So I edge backwards towards the frozen goods section.
Yeah, you're thin against the fridge.
I'm hiding. I'll be honest, I was hiding. I'm not going to lie to you. I'm a coward.
Really?
So, anyway, the Ciabatta brothers, they're causing a bit of a rumpus, and it's all going on. So they decide to call the police, the shopkeepers.
Yeah.
Right? Well, now the Ciabatta brothers are nervous, so they go, "No, it's all right. Don't keep the Ciabattas. We're not paying for them. I don't want my money back. It's all right." And so they move towards the door. But a little
probably
fella,
spent some time in Delhi as well.
Fella, he's barricaded the door. He's used some of the display units. He's barricaded it, right?
Fantastic.
So the Ciabatta brothers are trying to get out, right? They can't because he's holding them off, right? They can't get out. They're smashing the place up, really just throwing things on the floor, right? And he's going to me, help me keep the door closed.
He's from Italy as well.
I think he was.
Yeah, probably relate. Go on, yeah.
He's saying, help me keep the door closed. I'm saying, well, I can't, the leg and everything. I can't help out.
No, I can't.
I just got to be over here.
The dialysis machine, if I don't get back, the battery runs out, I've got to, yeah.
So anyway, eventually the Ciabatta brothers, they actually knock the stuff over and they get out the door and they leg it off down the road.
Yeah.
And anyway, it's terrible commotion, the food and stuff everywhere. The shopkeeper's in tears. It's absolutely terrible.
Yeah.
And everybody left, right? And I said, can I just pay for my goods and these fags and go, please? And he went, no, shop closed, we can't serve you. And I went, listen, I've just been stood here, I almost got in a fight, I want to pay for my goods.
Yeah.
And he was in tears, I can't.
He probably selfish, wanted to shut the shop just because he'd been robbed and
attacked.
Yeah, and then you'd been waiting there patiently, not helping.
Exactly.
He must have been there for about 10 minutes, not helping.
Yeah,
he should have served you before them, really, before the fight.
It was crazy. So anyway, I demanded he serve me. Right?
Yeah,
I bought everything.
Was he crying as he served you?
He was. I left the shop, got back to the party.
Yeah,
Christine had gone. Because I got caught up in some bloody dog day afternoon scenario. I missed out on a possible. How's your father?
Will you say?
Well, I missed out on a fag at least.
Yeah. And the letdown of her saying face to face no.
Yeah.
I mean, he says a little bit of hope when you get back and go, there's your Benson's. Ooh, do you want a drink? Yeah, there's a little 7-Eleven just the other side. Go across the road, go the other way. I'll be about 10 minutes, love. Oh.
It didn't happen for me.
It will.
a game show, right, that I came up with.
Yeah.
Okay. And it features me, but I think it could be perhaps a vehicle for yourself, Gervais.
Yeah? What's
All
it
right.
called?
I'm going to tell you. It's called Ricky Gervais Meat Rations.
Right.
And
I like it already.
You like it already?
Because there's a part in there for me.
Yeah.
Could I play the Ricky Gervais?
Yes. Yes.
Fantastic.
It was originally called. Basically, let me just summarise very briefly. I'm not going to tell you all the games, but it's basically recreating the heady days of the war.
Right.
Right.
That's fantastic.
It's beautiful already, isn't it? It's got the nostalgia thing.
I've got a game as well.
But it was originally going to be called Ricky Gervais Fag Rations,
Right.
but apparently cigarettes weren't rationed in the war, so it's
they?
called Meat Rations now.
Excellent.
And I'll tell you some great games. My favourite is, what's it called? To be perfectly Anne Frank. It's a great game. It really is. It's a great game where you've got to pretend to be Anne Frank and hide from sort of snooping Nazis.
Oh, that is
It's a
fantastic.
great game. And there's also, of course, well, let me go into it. There's also Dig for Granny.
Good.
I'll dig for victory, if you like. And what happens is you're scavenging through rubble, right?
Can I just say,
and if you
these are copyright. Anyone trying to rip me off? I mean, I've got the Penis Puppet Theatre.
Yeah.
I've got a stake in this, surely. haven't I?
certainly. Ricky
You can have-
Gervais
you
Meat
can-
Rations.
You can have a bit of my Penis Puppet Theatre.
That's lovely.
Yeah. And I've also got a new game that I'll talk about after yours. It's called Tip the Balance. And it's sort of like a game for 4. And it's like, I'll send it off to Waddington, see what you think. I mean, there's teething problems with
Okay.
it.
Well, listen, Gervais, look.
Let's
hold
play
that
Don't
thought.
Fear the Reaper.
Let's play that tune.
By Blue Oyster and his cult.
It's a classic.
Yeah. And then we come back and we try and make some money.
Let's make some cash.
And there must be some sort of fun with, like, gas masks.
Yeah.
When you can all put them on and dress up as, like, I don't know, one of the banana splits.
Yeah.
That's the-
what could that be? Gas.
Who snork. Yeah.
Yeah. Well, possibly.
So every week there's the real snork.
Right.
So like, it's like contestants come on. They put
Clever.
which one snork?
Which one's Snork?
Yeah.
So you've got three celebrities.
Yeah, it was a gas mask and the real snork.
That's
so
great.
So you got someone like Ted Malt's son, he pops one on. You got Frank Bruno,
Yeah.
and Ginny Cooper.
That's it.
And they put their mask on and like a little outfit, and then the real snork is there, and you've got to ask them questions. Like you get like Bernie Winters and Henry Cooper going. Number three. How long have you been in the banana split? And Ginny Cooper goes, about 6 years ago. I don't know. I think the banana split's been going longer than that. No, I don't think it's number 3. What do you think? And Bernie Winters go, number 1. Number 1. How did you get the job being in banana splits? And it's from Ted Malt's son going, I answered an advert in the paper. That's not right. They were born. You know what I mean?
And there's Chaz and Dave in the corner just going, na 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 na, yeah!
Yeah, with the real snorks, and they always the lights go right, and that one stands up and he sits back down again, and then the real snork, and the others all take their mask off, and they go, "It's lovely, Julie. What are you doing?" Well, I'm appearing Puss in Boots down in Brighton. Oh, that'd be fantastic.
Wait a minute. What, Ginny Cooper?
I don't know. What does she do? Oh, she's a novelist.
She's a novelist.
Oh, yeah.
Now appearing in Panto. I'm not letting you book the guest.
Oh God!
But wait a minute. What? I mean, I love your idea.
Yeah.
Who snork?
Yeah.
It's a bit odd, isn't it? How we started off with a kind of wartime nostalgia
Yeah,
show,
we got to.
but now we've sort of featured sort of quite bad 70s animal
Nothing
things.
wrong with the banana splits.
But I like that. That's a good game.
Yeah. Okay. That can be like a special feature.
So I'm
can't
just
it?
going to make a note of it because we've got Dig for Victory, to be perfectly Anne Frank.
Yeah. And
And,
who's snork?
Who's snork?
Yeah. Well, I'm full of ideas. I could probably help you on this.
Oh, this is great. Well, what other?
Yeah.
I'm just trying to, maybe we'll come up with some other ideas as we
Yeah,
go
we've
on.
still got Tip the Balance to go.
But you know, can I just say, I did actually once try and pitch this. When I appeared on Blockbusters.
Yeah.
Well, I obviously met with a producer there, and I said, I got an idea for you.
Have we talked about this on air?
We talked about me on
Have we?
Blockbusters, but not about my pitching this.
No,
game.
go on.
And I said to her, sit down. I said, I've got a great idea. And I tried to bill it with me as the star. She said, who are you? Steve's Meat Rations. She said, why are you in it? I said, I am. Don't worry, I'm the one who can pull it off.
Yeah.
And she said, right, go on, what is it? And at that time, I had none of the games. All I had was the title. And she went, I like it, yeah, what are the games? I don't know. She said,
if you'd have just said, well, stop me there, love, and just popped a gas mask on and
Yeah.
said, who am I?
she'd have gone, Snork.
No, it's not. I used to write when I was at school.
Oh, yeah.
Now, I didn't watch sort of kids' programmes when I was growing up. I watched sort of crap adult ones. You know what I mean? ITV on the telly from 12 midday through to like midnight. And I'd watch all the police series. Police Story, Charlie's Angels, Steve Austin, and
Teen Knight Rider.
Teen Knight Rider, yeah. And I wrote this essay at school, and I just couldn't stop, and I started serialising it. And every time I just kept writing, I was sort of like, you know, people were reading it at school, and it was about a cop, a New York cop, who was as hard as, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
And I worked out what his name was. Now, God, this is how television influences me. Because it was one word name, which was his surname. That was the title of the book, title of the series, and that's what all his friends called him. Right. It was called Jezuk.
Jezuk?
Yeah.
Jezuk.
Yeah, I thought it had a Z and a J. Jezuk.
Jezuk.
Yeah. Do you know
It does sound so close to like Pillock or Jesse.
Yeah.
Or Nonce.
No, nonce. There's no nonce.
Well, do you know what I mean?
Cross between sort of like
Jezuk.
Pillock and Jism.
Damn you, Jezuk.
Yeah,
You're off the case.
Give me the badge. Keep the stinking badge. I don't need a badge to be a cop. It was all stuff like that. And he'd burst, yeah. And so he'd look at his gun and go, "This is my law." You know what I
My
mean?
God, it's Jezuk. How did he find us?
Yeah, it was great. There'd be shootouts and everything. Oh, fantastic.
Let me just ask, did he have perhaps have a broken marriage? He was hard-boiled. He played by his own rules. Didn't he?
Yeah.
I imagine.
Simultaneous with
He
this.
was a bit of a drunkard as well, had a bit of drink.
No, he didn't drink,
Oh,
no.
good,
He was a
good.
good-looking fella.
But he was letting himself go. He was a bit hard-bitten.
Yeah. And the other thing I was sort of simultaneous, which was more of a novel. I wasn't serious. I was actually writing a novel, and I got like 3 exercise books, right? It was about this kid, right? Oh, God. Right? He saw his parents just brutally murdered for no reason by a gang of outlaws, yeah? And he buried his father, and he knelt down on the grave, and he said, looked up, and he goes, "Witness, I will avenge thee." And then he sort of went to the store, and he got loads of bullets, and he practiced, and he was the fastest guy. He was only about 16.
Yeah.
His name was Jody Barnes.
Jody Barnes is all right, yeah.
Yeah, good,
Imagine,
isn't it?
that's nice.
Yeah. Oh, fantastic.
Have you still got any of those exercise books?
I hope not.
That would
Because
be
the
incredible.
teachers used to sort of like, I must have gone, yeah, it's good. I must have passed it around the, he's done another one. Gervais has written another episode of Jezuk. Yeah.
But I say, seriously, if you brought one of those in and read it out, that'd be weird. I'd be entranced.
Imagine it.
Seriously, that'd be great. Do you
The
think your mum
ramblings
might?
of a twisted 14-year-old brain that only ever watched ITV cop shows.
Do you think your mum might still have some copies of,
No,
of
she
Jezuk?
No.
Was it like sort of? The initial one was like Jezuk, then it was like Jezuk abroad, Jezuk in Paris, Jezuk on safari.
Yeah.
Here comes Jezuk.
My mum...
Return of Jezuk.
I liked that Jezuk. He's a proper man.
Yeah.
He's not like you. But Mum, I invented Jezuk. You're a Nazi. You couldn't be like Jezuk. He's in my mind.
Return of Jezuk. Here
Yeah.
comes Jezuk, son of Jezuk.
Oh, it's fantastic. What if Jezuk met Jody Barnes? They'd get on. They'd have no quarrels.
They could team up.
Oh, it'd be fantastic. After break, a little bit of Lars.
Teen Jezuk.
This is 5 minutes.
The news. I'm looking forward to the news. You've had a great couple of newscasters the last couple of weeks.
Don't piss him off because you might. Jezuk came in here.
Oh my God! He would not stand for
He'd
it.
arrest the engineer.
He wouldn't stand for it. He'd soon figure out whose fault it was.
Yeah, and he'd
Get me Jezuk.
They'd be down the precinct, wouldn't they? Asking a few questions.
Jezuk, you're off the case.
I don't need a stinking badge.
I bet Jezuk plays by his own rules, doesn't he?
Of course he does, but they take his gun, his official gun, not the one on his ankle, though.
Oh, he's got a little ankle gun.
Of course he has.
I didn't expect that from Jezuk.
Yeah, he has to.
Is Jezuk one of those? NYPD cops who doesn't have a first name?
Yeah, I'm thinking him now. I think he might be a little bit Latino, maybe
really?
Hispanic. I don't know.
Hispanic.
Yeah,
NYPD.
Jezuk.
the Hispanic cop.
Czechoslovakian Hispanic.
Yeah.
Jezuk.
Get me Jezuk.
Yeah,
It's not-
Emilio Jezuk.
Emilio Jezuk. That'd be fantastic. So what's the name of the show itself? Is it named after
It's
him?
called Jezuk.
It's called quite simply
Of
Jezuk.
course it is. It's called Jezuk, yeah.
And he's an NYPD cop.
When is he going to marry that girl?
Oh,
Oh, come on.
Why
Make her an honest
Make her
woman.
an honest woman, for goodness
She's
sake.
cooked for you again. Oh,
Jezek.
Christ's sake, Jezek. God.
But you see, he's hard-boiled, Gervais. He's already had 2 failed marriages.
I know.
And I'll tell you what it is. It was because the fact that he was a cop. Because you bring that stuff home with you.
Yeah.
All right? You can't just leave that at the office, Gervais.
I'm worried about his kid, 16.
Really?
Yeah,
Is he
he's
going
a-
off the rails a bit?
He's on smack.
Is it? I don't believe it. I don't believe
He
it.
could have been a great cop. He could have been a football player as well.
Well, of course he was, because he was great in college.
He was great in college, he was.
And now he's hanging out with the wrong people because
Yeah.
Jezek can't give him enough attention.
I know.
And of course, Jezek's ex-wife, of course, is dead. So he's got to raise his kid
she?
on his own.
Is she?
Oh yeah.
Is she?
Well, she
Oh no, what's she died of?
His first wife, the marriage broke up because he was heavy drinking.
Oh, God, yeah.
And the fact that he was a cop.
Yeah, but that's because of the things he has to go through every day of his life.
I know.
Listen, you're facing smackheads coming at you, coked on crack, right?
Oozes.
Oozes, right? You got to let your hair down in the bar. He killed a young kid.
I know he did.
That kid.
Twice.
Yeah.
His first wife,
Yeah.
I think what happened there, Gervais, as far as I'm aware, is that they got divorced.
Yeah.
But really, they still love each other, don't they? Let's be
Yeah,
honest.
yeah.
She's the only one really that stands by it.
Well, Jezek says, well, I can love 2 people.
Yeah.
And he has done.
Yeah.
Well, I had to cut those scenes out.
And his second, his second wife, she's dead, isn't she? She got killed, didn't she?
Yeah. You know why?
Why?
He hesitated after he'd killed the young smackhead boy that was coming at him. Had a grenade.
I don't believe
Yeah,
it.
a little grenade. Yeah,
And his second wife got caught in the crossfire.
and he thought, he shot him, and that's why he never hesitates again. He just goes in blasting. Sometimes he shuts his eyes.
He just goes in plastic.
Yeah.
What would be the opening credit sequence for Jezek? What would happen? Would it be Rockford Files style, where he's in the supermarket, buying food and all the sort of it?
I think he'd be, no, I think it would be like split screen. I want he'd be turning round in like a mall, like firing. On the other one, he'd be dropping the toast and his wife would be ruffling his hair in the morning. And he'd be going, and he'd sort of like be getting crumbs off it. And
Well, it wouldn't be his
cubes
wife.
and
It would
stuff.
be a lovely lady he'd probably picked up the night before.
No.
Remember that great-
No, he doesn't do that.
No, he does. Cause
He does not. He doesn't.
He's estranged from his wife, and his second wife's dead. You idiot.
Yeah, but we established he's got a new one. That
He hasn't got a new wife.
Not a new wife. He's got a new bird, hasn't he?
Well, yeah, you said wife.
Well, he's faithful to her though. He doesn't go and pick up floozies.
What? I always remember-
He doesn't go around with dirty girls.
I always remember from the beginning of Quincy, where he's there and he's doing exactly that, sort of running and jumping over things.
he?
And then you see him and you think he's examining a body because that is what he does.
And
for a
he's
living.
kissing
And
someone.
no, it pulls out and he's giving a woman in a sunbathing outfit, just giving her a massage.
That sunbathing outfit.
I don't know what the
Where's Steve lived to that? I did see in yonder a sunbathing outfit for sure. There was flesh bits in the middle, and the rest were polka dot. Wait, a sunbathing outfit, right? Sunbathing outfit. That's great. Birthday suit. There was a girl in the Altogether. The Altogether. Oh God. Oh, that's fantastic. Yeah.
What's wrong with that?
I will pop this rubber thing on, and for sure, I am in a sexual intercourse outfit. Sunbathing outfit.
I can't believe I've embarrassed myself with my use of language when it's invariably yourself, Gervais.
I know, yeah. Oh,
I've done.
dear. Oh, yeah. We usually have a few beers and we get throughout the show, and I get steadily drunk, which is unprofessional. This saved a bit of time. Turned up pissed.
You turned up drunk today?
Yeah, so I don't have to. I'll tell you what.
But I'll be honest with you, Gervais. Normally if someone gets drunk, their speech begins to slur.
Yeah.
They talk rubbish.
Yeah.
No difference.
No,
with you.
that's the beauty of it.
Yeah.
That's the beauty of being me.
Yeah, exactly.
You know, he knows what.
How drunk are you?
I had a little bit of wine.
Did you? Couple of glasses?
It's a lovely. I might get a little bit melancholy. What about the little baby kangaroos have to crawl all at their mums?
What your mistake?
Tease penguin's probably my greatest invention.
The tease penguin. Can you tell us again? I forget.
Well, it's just a penguin, right? You train, you put it in a lovely little French-made outfit, and it comes in with sort of breathes fishy breath on you and slaps you around the face with its flipper.
Yeah. Jezek, obviously.
But it doesn't let you go any further.
No.
That's why it's the tease penguin.
Yeah, I see.
Yeah.
Extra Family Fortunes.
Oh, I can see that on telly myself.
Yeah, it's incredible. I don't know where you got the idea from.
They just go into my head sometimes.
Do they?
Yeah. I was actually in this week with Claire.
Was he?
Lovely man.
Oh, Baby Bird was it
Yeah,
XFM?
it's very nice.
Is he?
It's got a beak and funny little claws.
Oh, Rick.
I know,
Oh,
it made me
don't.
laugh. It was
Oh my God, we're
It
desperate.
used to be an
We're
egg.
desperate men, Rick. If you've got to resort to that
I
kind of
called him
gag.
Baby Bird, and he went, I've never been called that before. Which is bizarre.
But there's a band called Baby Bird. He's
Yeah.
called Stephen.
Can you go to turn that down next door? All the time
Someone's
to a
playing
show.
music, aren't
yeah,
they?
it's Emma, it's not on. That's insane.
I can hear a throb from the other room.
Yeah.
Someone's got. This is insane, Gervais. It's like trying to host a radio show.
Yeah.
Midway
And now
through
he's,
a
now he's
program.
laughing. Yeah.
Oh,
well,
well, it's
well,
all,
anyway,
it's all going to be.
we're going to play a track that you've brought in.
That's right.
Go on, what is it?
It's a fantastic tune by the Grave Diggers,
Yeah.
part of the Wu-Tang Clan rap collective. Right, it's from their album.
Not to be confused with the Wu-Tang Clam. That's the
right.
little shellfish.
Yeah.
That's into rap.
Yeah, it
yeah.
swears a lot.
Yeah, yeah, terrible, yeah.
The track is
Got a muscle posse.
The track is beautiful. You've probably heard it on the dance floor, maybe
Yeah.
in some
Of
indie
course I
club.
have, yeah.
1-800-Suicides.
Yeah.
Now, I would stress, Rick, it has got a bit of bad language.
I know. I mean, I've listened to this twice, and I reckon I've got it off pat. I reckon I'm going to pull the fader down at just the right places and go, okay?
right, you're going to sort of bleep it out.
And if it goes wrong, so what? You know, that's real. People have a problem with swearing. I don't. Do you?
No, not
I mean,
at all.
I'm doing it because it's rules, and you know,
No, you know, the great thing about
we want to
rap-
stay on air because you know we take our job seriously.
We do.
And you know, I think we're sorry, excuse my French, bloody good DJs.
Well,
aren't
I
we?
think you're absolutely right, Rick.
Yeah.
Let me shake your hand.
Yeah. All right.
There we are.
Yeah.
A good shaking of hand there. I love a bit of rap.
That wasn't actually French.
No.
Was it? It's weird, that, isn't it?
Oh, pardon the French. People always say when they maybe say bollocks. isn't it?
Excuse my French, but le plume de ma tante. Hey, come on, language. We'll be learning a little bit of foreign language later. I've brought in Instant Yiddish by Fred Kogos. I've always wanted to learn Yiddish.
Really?
Yeah. Narishnek, foolishness. Some glick, some schlimmen, yeah, for better for worse. So I'll teach you little usage phrases like that out of the old Instant Yiddish book. But first, what was this? Grave Diggers.
It's Grave Diggers. They're keeping it real. They're keeping it raw. So there is a bit of bad language.
Yeah, well, mine's raw.
You keeping it raw?
Yeah, of course I have. Right, I'm gonna have a go at this then.
All right.
Right.
Don't get
No, wait a minute.
nervous.
No, don't shut up. Right, I've got to play this. Shut up then. Don't put me off. I've got to concentrate. 'cause I know whether...
Bleep it out live.
And I will, yeah, shut up.
Right. Is it going?
Of course I am.
I'd say one day, right, it's just one of me at the moment, but one day
Yeah.
there'll be a whole squadron. It'll be like Planet of the Apes.
Oh my god, and you don't actually need anyone else to sort of like breed, do you?
Exactly. We can just reproduce as we are. It'll be like Planet of the Apes, right? There'll be sort of a Charlton Heston figure.
Bit of the squids.
It'll crash
Get
land.
your damn dirty tentacle off me.
It'll crash land.
Yeah.
Exactly. And there'll just be loads of me crawling around.
Yeah.
All identical.
they
Chasing
go-
him on horseback.
And they see like Bristol Temple meet, and they go, "Oh my god, they blew it up!"
Yeah.
It's back in Bristol with all your. Oh no.
Incredible.
There must be an organisation of volunteers or something who, if it's like touch and go, if it's really serious, if you're like clinically depressed about it and you really can't get a woman, they don't want just people turning up who can get girls and saying, "Oh, I fancy," you know. But in your case, you know, they'll speak to you, they'll see you, and I think, you know, there must be some sort of national health thing or private where you can actually sleep with, I don't know, a voluntary worker.
You
You know what I
think
mean,
so?
though? Well, yeah, there's
That'd be
people
amazing.
that... Yeah, I know, but there's people that, I don't know, volunteer for geriatric duty, you know, and they're exploding all over the place. They're covered in the stuff, right? There's people that work on leper colonies, right, for, you know, for nothing. There must be someone who will sleep with you out of sympathy. You don't want that. Of course you don't. You don't want that, do you?
Well, let's not be hasty, Rick. I mean, these people, especially if they need some sort of free publicity, you know, get a bit of, you know, sort of press and media attention,
Yeah.
I ought to sort of help to publicise their campaign, really.
There's probably an organisation that go, you know, when they go off to like just strange climes and go on to like leper islands and that, and they work with them, or they can sleep with you. Now that's got to do the lepers some good, doesn't it?
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Wouldn't that be terrible if that was the option, right? And suddenly volunteers to leper colonies doubled.
It was like going to Torremolinos.
Yeah.
Let me
No,
on the
I-
bus. Sorry, there's no room on the bus, but you're at the back there.
Yeah.
Good. Well, then here we go.
Here I am then.
Yeah.
Sorry, I signed up for the lepers.
Yeah.
Licking their wounds. Well, sorry, but
Geriatric duty.
yeah,
Run out of
scraping
bedpans.
it out.
Oh dear. Oh, you know, I heard a song in the week, right? I've heard it before. It's by Ween, and it goes, "Push your little daisies and make them come up." And I don't know what it's called. 0171 580 2000. I don't know where to look. Push your little daisies and make them come up. It's like that. It is.
Rubbish.
I've been going around singing
There's
that.
no song with that lyric.
It's
in.
like that. It goes, "Push your little daisies
Shut up!
and make them
Shut
come
up!
up."
Shut up!
Yeah.
Shut up!
That's what my friends have been
God's
saying
sake,
for the
Gervais.
last 4 days.
God, you're really irritating me today.
Like, people will go on going, "If you'll be mine," oh, but not too annoying. But, after about 10 times you go, "Oh, can you sing something else?" But when you've heard, "Push your little
Shut
diggies
up.
and make them come
Shut up
up," you
now.
can get really annoyed.
Yes,
it
it
really
can.
can't it?
Shut up.
Okay, one of those, you and me song. Push your little
Shut
diggies. Yeah, we've done funny phone calls, haven't we?
We've done some funny phone calls.
Did that one like Pinky, when we phoned up Safeway and said, "Have you got some cheese?" And they said yes. And we showed them, didn't we?
That showed them.
Yeah.
Oh, we've done some crazy crank calls.
Yeah.
Do you want some beer?
Do you want some beer?
Brilliant game.
5 o'clock foreigner.
5 o'clock foreigner.
Yeah.
Oh, what else have we done? There's been just too much, hasn't there?
The alarm frog.
The alarm frog.
That never got off the ground
Really
yet.
got going. Some great ideas.
Tip the balance. That's the last one I've got.
Tip the balance. You haven't explained it.
It's my last. I think it's a little bit in bad taste.
Really?
Yeah.
Oh well, I don't want that on this show.
No. I mean, I think it's a little bit much.
Really? Is it too much? Is it the
Yeah.
most outrageous thing you've ever?
Well, okay. Well, no. This is an idea, right?
It's a board game,
It's a board game. I'll send it off to Waddingtons when I'll get. You know, it's 4 simple weights, sort of just like fulcrum weights. You know, like scales.
Like a little seesaw?
Yeah, a little seesaw. And there's one end is like a bowl, right? The other end is like a kilogram weight.
Right.
And there's 4 of those. So 4 of you sit round, and you've got to quite simply tip the balance, right?
So you've
By
got to
filling
fill the bowl.
Fill the bowl. Yeah.
What, with rice or...
No.
Household objects?
No. Bodily secretions.
Right.
So it's the first, you know.
Maybe you shouldn't tell us about this.
Well, no, because there's simple rules. Anything that comes out your body is all right. Okay. In every form.
Right.
Well, you know. there's-
Anything that comes out of your body,
Yeah.
you put that into the bowl and sort of
Yeah.
tip the balance.
So I was thinking, if I said it quieter, it wasn't so bad. I was going to go, "Oh, it's piss." You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Doesn't work right. Snot. Sick.
Yeah. Spunk.
Well, I was going to say come, because then I could be spelling it C-O-M-E. Therefore, getting by some of the radio authorities rather sneakily. And spunk, as you said, is like courage, isn't it?
Exactly.
Like in the Waltons, they go, oh, look, I love your new girlfriend, John Boy, she's full of spunk. Yeah, sorry about that. I've been carried away, Dad.
Good night, John Boy.
Yeah.
John Boy. Good night.
Stop. Right, here's the Cure. We'll come back to this. Cure, Charlotte Sometimes, 20 to 6, Ricky Gervais Show.
And
Steve.
what have we offered today? Well, we've offered Tip the Balance, the new board game from Waddington's, which involves secreting various bodily fluids into a bowl in order to tip the balance.
Yeah, and the way you do, you go, tip the balance. I can just imagine the front cover with sort of Granny. She's stooped. Yeah, she's just like...
She's got trousers down.
Yeah.
She's just...
she's missed it. She's missed it completely. They're all laughing.
And the family are there behind her. They're clapping and cheering.
The mother just laughing, doing a dustman's blow.
Yeah.
Right. And the 14-year-old boy, he's got... right, okay.
Well, he's enjoyed it the most, let's be honest. But what about if you know that bingo is the most popular evening pastime in the country, and there are these huge bingo palaces.
Yeah, that's because
with,
they haven't
thousands of seats. Yeah. Imagine if they were all playing Tip the Balance.
We crack the smell.
Oh, it'd be incredible.
God,
that'd be fantastic.
That'd be great. You could have winner stays on.
Yeah,
because you'd have a disadvantage then, wouldn't you? Well, I've just.
I imagine in Japan they've already got a TV show like that. I'd imagine.
A kilogram's a lot though to get rid of.
Yeah, you've got to have a lot of sputum.
I know everything. Yeah,
but I think it's a great idea. Could you give birth into the bowl?
Yeah, well, no. Well, you could, but anything you put in there, you lose. So you'd have to be willing to, like you can't. You could bleed into it and amputate into it, but you can't have it back. Like you couldn't put a false limb in,
right?
Because you bleed it there, because so that's sort of cheating.
Yeah.
But there is a thing called the fish card, where if you're all out of it, right, you're all strained out, and you've vomited, you've snotted, and that's it, right? And everyone's got 0.8 kilograms in theirs. You can go fish card, right, and you can take someone else's bowl and pour it into yours, but you got to pour it via your mouth.
Right.
So you take a big glug of that, and then you do it, and you win.
You thought this through, haven't you?
Yeah.
You've played this, haven't you?
No, I haven't played it. I haven't got the equipment.
Right.
Yeah. Jeff Buckley, everybody here wants you. Wow, nearly end of the show with it, isn't it?
I can't even be bothered to criticise your use.
It's not worth it, is it?
Use this language anymore.
I know, yeah.
So late in the day, I mean, you're not going to master it at the age of 45, however old you are. I mentioned, I guess we could call it Freak Show or something like that.
Yeah.
Where celebrities with deformities come on.
That was Nigel's from Tottenham.
Nigel in Tottenham came up with the idea.
The most deformed. What would you put forward as your most deformed bit?
Well, luckily, sucking my most deformed bit would be curiously enjoyable for me. Anyway, I asked for a few more celebrities who've got deformities, and various people have called in. Jez in East Barnet mentioned John Thor, who of course...
so with him?
Well, John's left leg, I think, is shorter than his right. He always sort of hobbles a bit as he walks.
You have to suck the whole of the left leg?
Yeah.
Right.
So that's...
Say that again, Lewis. Well, I was just seeing size like the fat bird in the opera. Yes, I know it is now. What? Because I said no, nothing to do with it. Right. So it's the first,
Maybe you shouldn't tell us about this.
Well, no, because there's simple rules. Anything that comes out your body is all right. Okay. I was pissed. Yeah, go on.
Paul Daniels. Apparently, one arm is shorter than the other.
Can I just say the head?
True enough. Yeah, Debbie McGee could come on and just bring Paul as her deformed
under her arm.
Object, that's from Tony Namersham. We've also had Ian Jury. Someone's mentioned that. Says that Ian Jury...
His left side. Yeah.
Really? Did he have a stroke or something? Polio,
wasn't it? Yeah.
So his left side. And Anthea Turner, apparently she lost the middle 3 of her toes or something in a sort of horrible accident. I don't know if that's true. Anyway, Anthea Turner, be great. Just get her on anyway.
She lost... Oh, what?
Well, I don't think it can be true, to be honest. It says that she's only got 2 toes on one of her feet because she lost the other 3 in a fly-now accident.
Oh my God!
But I don't know if that's true.
So it's when you used to go to school and say someone, had a fight with the lawnmower.
Yeah, she did.
Yeah. No, I meant your hair, love. No, look at me toes. Oh.
Yeah. exactly. So, yeah, so
What
celebrities...
would you
over the
suck?
comments.
Would you suck the gap, or would you suck the toes that flew off in the garden?
I really haven't thought about it.
Why not?
I haven't really given it much thought to it, to be honest.
That's what we were, Steve, just satellites.
Just satellites orbiting around the mighty space station of XFM. I don't know what I'm talking about.
No, I didn't think that you could carry that much further.
No. Still, that's the end, no more cheap knob gags on a Sunday afternoon.
No,
No more sort of swearing. and
not on the
language.
radio, breaking every radio authority that there ever was.
Yeah.
Good times, eh?
We've had a few laughs, few tears.
It's just gone 4:05. It's Ricky Gervais Show. That's Steve just doing the microphone, putting his headphones on. Making
Sorry, Rick, I'm not... Sorry, I just didn't give me much time to prepare myself. So
No,
hang on.
a week.
Yeah.
It was actually a week.
I think that's working. My headphones are not quite working. Hang on.
No.
It's going all right, though.
Well, not only we haven't not
Yeah.
prepared for the show. Yeah, okay. I thought maybe people could phone in and give us some subjects to talk about. 0171 580 2000.
Yeah.
Or they can fax in 0171 580 1234, and they could get like a discussion going, like, what do you think of that Tour de France nonsense? And we could sort of, no, not that. What do you think about, well, it's their idea, isn't it?
0171 580 2000. Quickly, I mean, really, seriously, just get on the phone now.
This is my record of the week.
Yeah, go on. Yeah.
Yeah.
What is it? Exciting?
Yeah, it's Foo Fighters,
Right, yeah.
Walking After You.
I'm looking forward to it. It's quite interesting. I think it's quite interesting, Rick, because, it's a very sensitive song, very beautiful song, and I think it betrays something about you, about the inner Ricky.
Yeah.
Which I don't think we've ever sort of really tapped into before.
No, but I mean, I've got something exciting for you as well.
Really?
Because maybe you can find love too. Because Petru sent in a piece of paper here from, see there, from Mixmag.
Yeah.
But it's the personal ads. Oh no, it's not. It's an ad. It's Select. That's an advert. for
Whatever,
Mixmag.
Rick. It doesn't really matter, does it?
Realism, it makes all the difference.
No, move
So I
on.
don't think I'm just making it up.
Come on.
Right. Lonely, depressed bi girl needs someone of any age to understand. Right? Any age.
Right,
Well,
yeah.
that fits, your any age.
Certainly.
Yeah. Ugly freaks preferred.
Yeah.
Right? Anyone accepted.
Well, I'm in there.
Well,
No, excuse me.
don't count your
Excuse me?
chickens. Don't count your chickens. Confidentiality and honesty assured.
Yeah, that's fine.
Reply guaranteed.
Give it to me now.
Now, I know what you're thinking.
No,
'cause
gi-
she
no,
said,
give it to me now.
I know what she said. I know why you're thinking. It's just any age, which you fall into nicely.
Yep.
Ugly freaks preferred, so you're at top of the list, and anyone accepted. See, but I don't think she realises quite what you look like, because you're not in her framework. Do you know what I mean? So I still think you might be disappointed.
No, Gervais, this will work. Let me see this. Only depressed bi girl. What does that mean, though? Bi girl. What does that?
Bisexual.
Bisexual?
Yeah. Again, I think she means
Bisexual?
sexuality of any human. Do you know what I mean?
Well, all I'm saying, bisexual, Gervais. Do you know what I mean? Am I right? Hey?
No, what do you mean?
Hey? 3? Yeah? Hey? 3 people?
What?
3 in a bed?
You, a bisexual, and an amphibian.
3 in a bed, Rick. Hey? Hey?
But you won't be one of them.
It's not going to happen, is it?
No. Nearly 25 past for Ricky Gervais Show. I'm Ricky Gervais.
Gervais, I know we haven't got much in the show today. We've not really
Yeah.
thought of anything to talk about. Why did you just give a time check then?
Just to fill it up.
I know, exactly.
Yeah.
But like, why? Do you know what I mean? Because the music,
sunny out as
the
well, isn't
music
it?
was playing, right? And you
Yeah.
mentioned it's 25 past 4. We'd never do time checks. How is that useful? What are you expecting? Someone's looking at it, they're going to think 25 past 4. Christ, I should be at my mum's house.
I haven't
they'll
played
put-
any good records. I can't learn anything interesting, but thank God he told me what else. I've got to take that bun out of the oven.
Well, exactly.
You
that's
never
what-
know.
But you don't want to tell.
Or they
time-
probably just realised something good starting on telly.
Well, exactly. That's what I was going to say. Don't say it's 25 past 4 because who knows? I don't know. Maybe the Antiques Roadshow.
No, BBC always start things at 25 past, don't they?
Yeah.
And 5 to.
Well, you're a fool. That's what I'm saying. There's no reason for
Why
time
do they do
checks.
that? Why do they do that and not on the hour like ITV? You know where you are with ITV. BBC, 10 past, quarter past. 0171 580 2000.
Yeah.
Why the BBC? I'm struggling.
You are indeed.
Well, I'll tell you what I'm going to do. I'm going to quickly go to an ad break, which is good.
Yeah.
That keeps people pretty fixed.
Oh yeah, they'll be desperate.
Yeah.
They'll be listening to those
But I'll
ads.
do a
they'll be
little
hooked.
trial. Watch this. But after that, if you can hold out for 40 seconds, we've got the new one from the Manic Street Preachers. You've got to be happy with that.
I'm loving it. Gervais, before we do it,
Go on.
I watched Team Knight Rider yesterday.
You did.
You've seen it. It's
No.
it's a new sort of thing. Must be made 10 years later. And it's instead of just the one Knight Rider car, it's a team of them. A fleet of them, Gervais.
Team. I think it said teen.
No, Teen Knight